Joining us now on the field of play, the team that defeated the Russian Federation in the quarterfinals 6 set points to 2 after beating Belarus in the round of 1-8 by way of the shootout. Shooting on target number 1, representing Malaysia, Muhammad Zarif Syahir Zulkifli, Muhammad Akmal Nur Hasrin, Khairul Anwar Muhammad. The line judge for this matchup is Maren Hassan.
Please prepare yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, Team Malaysia will shoot first on target 1.
Malaysia, you are shooting first. Great Britain, you are shooting second. Range clear, match begin.
Well, the range is clear here for the men's team recurve bronze medal match between Malaysia and Great Britain. Great Britain on target 2, Malaysia on target 1, and it will be Malaysia to shoot first. A good sighter there from the Malaysian team, and 3 Muhammads in the Malaysian team. And drifting out and up a little bit there into the 7. Again, we're seeing the athletes just trying to get used to these conditions. And 1 in the middle there, so, well, it tightens up the grouping there, but it's all drifting up and a little bit to the right. Great Britain to shoot next.
7 low. Seven high. I'd probably go slightly high here, I would expect, Alex. Is that a good shot? Okay. I'll click it up here. Just a bit, not a lot.
Well, all drifting off to the right there. I thought the Malaysian grouping was wide, but Crispin.
The Malaysian group is just off to the right, but it's nice and tight. The Great British team has a very big group, unfortunately, still averaging to the right.
So still drifting over to the right.
Like we saw with the women, this could be a change from the practice range to the beach here. We'll see who moves their sight the quickest. Willing to bet if we move this group over into the middle, that could be a 57 out of 60. Unfortunately, it's off to the right and a little high.
Well, as you said there, just drifting up and to the right, and if it was just shifted down. But there are various ways to change the sight, as Great Britain here shoot to try and stay in the set.
Getting closer. Well done. Still right.
So the set's gone here for Great Britain.
Okay, still right.
Well, they pull that one back into the 9, and you've got to be fair to the British team. They pulled it back together in the second half, but it's Malaysia who strike first with 2 set points. and the grouping super tight for the Malaysians, just up and to the right, and they can adjust their sights in different ways.
Yeah, so for the teams, if you can see here, the yellow dots here, that's Malaysia's group. Great Britain's a little bit high in vertical variation, but Malaysia can either move their sight off to the right or start aiming on the other side of the target. So they'd probably be aiming 7 o'clock in the red rings on the opposite side of the target.
Well, Huston and Hall on the British team have recently shot personal bests. Huston's got the Great Britain record, and they'll need to find some of that form here to get back into the match against Malaysia.
Malaysia leads 2 set points to 0, so you shoot first. You shoot second.
Let's take those 10s, guys. Okay, full focus. Feel that centre.
Range clear.
Well, the range is clear here. Malaysia took the first set. They lead by 2 set points to 0. Trailing team always goes first. So Huston out, flat cap and all. Well, they need a good start here. That's on the 8-9 line,
It's
so
9.
it will be
right.
scored up as a 9. Now, interesting, Crispin, we saw there that the
outside,
British
still right.
archer is actually shooting with his thumb of his right hand behind his neck or behind his jawline. And I think if you look here again, it's the same from the British anchor. Is that something special with the British technique?
That's definitely individual to each archer. All of the British archers actually do that, so it's not just 2 of the 3 of them, but it's a very European thing that comes from the 80s.
Well, a 10 there for the Malaysian team. They got a hold of this one in the first set, and they put down a marker at the beginning of the second. A bit shaky there on the drawing arm there from the number 2 from Malaysia. And going up and to the right, they have started to centre these a little bit better.
I think they were more aggressive on the windage of their sight, so the left-right, instead of the up-down on their sight.
Come on, get centred, Patrick. Yeah. Right 8 again. It's 9.
Well, the groupings have tightened up there
Yeah, click down
for the
a bit.
British team.
Okay. Should be good now. Should be on it.
And that one coming in for a 9. So
9 right.
chances here for
right,
the
guys.
British team.
My first one was high left.
A potential
I've not been doing
maximum
that.
score for Malaysia of another 30 points, so 55. If they drop any more than 3, Great Britain will draw level. But a 10 starts us off very well for the second half for Malaysia. Shaky again from the number 2. And drifting off into a 6. And now this is out of sight for the Malaysians. Set 2 will go to Great Britain, a maximum score of 51 possible for the Malaysian team. And a 9, well, 52 plays 50. Great Britain draw level on 2 set points, all with Malaysia. And the number 2 from Malaysia looking a little anxious.
Yeah, I think this is one of the first times, or one of the only times I've seen number 2 from Malaysia, Mr. Zulkifli. And I can tell he's nervous, but everybody needs to go through this at some point in their life. Coincidentally, the man in the middle of your screen right now from Great Britain, Alex Wise, is also a junior on their team. So he's not had as much experience as Houston, but here you can see the groups from Great Britain. Their average is over to the right with a lot of vertical variation.
British team looking relaxed as we look down this 70-meter range, and we wait for the third set. All level here between Great Britain and Malaysia for the bronze medal in the men's team recurve.
It's a tie. So you shoot first. Great Britain, are you ready to start? You shoot second. Clear range.
Well, there we go. The line judge calling for the range to be clear for the third set. And as we're level pegging, we go back to the team who shot first in the first set, and that's Malaysia. Taking on Great Britain for the bronze medal here in Antalya, stage 2 of the Hyundai Archery World Cup. And a good start. Ranked 18th in the world, Malaysia. And to be fair to them, they came through qualification very well. Their round ranking was 14. So they came up against some much stronger teams. And again, the grouping looking a little bit stronger here from Malaysia than it did in the first set. Great Britain up next for their first 3 arrows, ranked 11th in the world, and they came through the round ranking seeded 4th.
Well done, good night.
And Crispin mentioned it's a young team that is growing in strength here in Great Britain.
Beautiful shot, Alex.
And
super.
a 10 for Wise, the junior
middle.
on the team. They didn't expect to be here. Their flight home was yesterday. And that one drifting down and to the right. Now we will have a measure at the end here, as you can see the asterisk on the third score for Malaysia. So they will have to go and have a look at that down at the target end, 70 meters away from this Malaysian archer. Taking a grip of this one, Crispin.
He's definitely a lot centered now, and we're going to see if the newer archer here can feed off of that energy.
Still shaking. But drifting off to the right. And you can see the third Malaysian archer so much more steady. And is that just nerves from Zarif? Big opportunity now for Great Britain to take the lead. Malaysia took the first set, Great Britain took the second. Potential score of 57 on the cards for the British team. Oh, a lovely
Well done,
shot there
Alex.
from the
Absolutely
junior.
fantastic.
Fist bump, almost
Right on the
bang on the spider. And another X there for
that's the way to
the
do it,
British
guys.
team, and they do max it out in the last 3 arrows to take the third set, and a 4-set point 2 to lead against Malaysia here in the men's team bronze medal match, and the fist bumps all round for the British team.
This time. Yeah. So, same again next set.
Target 1, 10, 9, 9, 9, 8, 7. Target 2, X, X, 10, 10, 9, 8.
Well, we got the measure there, Crispin. What did you make of that?
I think I heard the line judge saying that the third arrow from Malaysia was called out. It is an 8, but that has no repercussion on what happened here. Great Britain pulling out a 57, 10 points above their first end, which was a 47, so they're definitely becoming a lot more confident and comfortable on the field of play.
Now you said it all there. Great Britain have come right back into this. Malaysia still smiling, but it's their number 2 we need to keep an eye on as we look back on those last couple of arrows from the British team. Superb consistency
Range
at the
clear.
end. Malaysia trailing by 2, so we'll shoot first here in the 4th set.
네. 밀라님아.
Not a bad start, but it's all about this number 2, isn't it, Crispin?
I think I really hope he's getting a little bit more comfortable on the field of play. We'll see here.
You can just see that back arm shaking, and it's drifting off into the 6th and up and to the right.
bukan saya itu angkat saya dari ke depan kan dia lurus angkat dari belakang sikit.
Well, there you see the contrast, the steadiness of the
바로 잘라.
anchor there from Malaysia and putting it right into the 10. Momentum with the British team here in the bronze medal match. It's on the line, but will be marked up as a 10.
Left 10. It's
One
okay.
drifting out to the
Good
right
shot.
as well. Wise perhaps suffering from the jitters like the Malaysian number 2.
Yes, that was a nice bit of fighting there,
Well,
Tom.
a
I
good
like
start here, and it could all be over.
It. That was
밀란 apa?
Well, my feeling here, Crispin, is that the Malaysians are going to have to start shooting 10s here to stay in this.
I think that's the ultimate goal in archery all the time, but yes, you're right.
And there's the shaky number 2. He gets an 8.
Tadi kan udah tolak.
Well, a steady anchor there, getting a 9 to finish things off here in the 4th set for Malaysia. But a big opportunity for Great Britain to take the bronze here.
8. Okay, good shot.
A lovely
Yes, well
shot
done,
from the
Alex.
number 2.
Well done.
So contrasting between those young athletes from Great Britain and Malaysia. But here, only a 5 for Great Britain to win the bronze medal in Antalya. Whoa, a 6 was just enough there. Smiles all round for the British team, but they only just did that in that set, winning over Malaysia, taking the bronze in Antalya.